Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's English time. Masya Allah, my solih and solihah. Now we meet again in English discussion. Now, before we start our lesson today, you can take your Superminds book, come on, and then open page 35. We are still in the same chapter. It's danger chapter. I want to say thank you for all of you because you have done English project very well. Remember, you act like you are calling emergency service in emergency situation, and all of you were doing very great. Now, please take a look the picture, the 4 pictures that we discussed in the last meeting on page 35. And listen to the story of each picture. I was climbing a tree at my grandma's house. I fell out of the tree and broke my leg. Picture number 2. We were in the park. We were riding our bikes. I fell off and I hurt my arm. The third picture. I was driving very fast. I wanted to get home. I didn't see the tree on the road. I couldn't walk after the accident. So they put me on a stretcher to bring me to hospital. The last picture, picture number 4. I was with my friends. We were running around the swimming pool. The floor was wet. I fell and I hit my head. Okay? That's the story behind the picture. On those sentences, the language used related to past simple tense and past continuous tense. Yes, now we're discussing about past simple tense and past continuous tense. What is that? Take a look to this characteristic of past simple tense first. Past simple tense is completed actions in the past. So in past simple tense tells about completed actions in the past. The action was finished in the past, and the characteristic of past simple tense, another characteristic is it's shorter action, or they are shorter actions. So past simple tense is completed actions in the past, and it's shorter actions. I will give you examples based on the story before. Take a look. I fell out of the tree and broke my leg. It's used past simple. Why? Because it was finished. It's completed actions in the past. Okay? Uses past verb, fell and broke. The second example, I fell off and I hurt my arm. It's completed actions in the past. It happened in the past. Uses past verb. Fell off and hurt. And the third example from the story, also, I fell and I hit my head. It's completed actions in the past. It happened in the past. So from these three examples, uses past simple tense because it's completed actions in the past. It happened in the past, and uses past verb. How about past continuous tense? If past tense tell about completed actions in the past, in past continuous tense, the action in progress in the past. So, the action was not finished yet in the past, still in progress. And it's longer actions. If past simple, shorter actions. Past continuous tense, longer actions. Take a look these examples from the story. I take from the story. I was climbing a tree. It was not completed yet, because still in progress to climb a tree. I was climbing a tree. Still in progress, still in process to climb a tree. It's not completed yet, in the past. Number 2, we were riding our bikes. The action was not completed yet in the past, but still in progress, still in process, ride bikes. The third example, I was driving very fast. It was not completed yet, the actions in the past, still in progress, still in process to drive. And it takes longer action. So when you climb a tree, you need more time, and riding bikes also longer actions. And driving also was driving, longer action, and still in progress to drive. Was not completed yet. So the difference between past simple tense and past continuous tense, can you identify? Past simple tells about completed action in the past. It was finished. The action is finished. But for past continuous tense, the action in progress. The action is not finished yet. The action is still happening in the past. And for past simple, it's shorter action, but past continuous tense is longer actions. Now, how? If we want to combine past simple tense and past continuous tense together in one sentence, how? Means if we want to use past simple tense and past continuous tense together in one sentence, mean we want to talk about an action which happened while another one was in progress. So there are two actions in a sentence. Look at page 35 here, okay? How many actions? Two actions. We try to use past simple tense and past continuous tense together in one sentence. There are four numbers. What is the first action? The phone rang. This is the first action. It's the same action for all of the picture. Yeah, but each picture has, okay, look at the picture. Picture number 1, this is the second action. In picture number 1, the first action is when the phone rang. And the second action, look at the picture. Number 2 is same. The first action, when the phone rang. And the second action, look at the picture. Number 3, the first action is when the phone rang. And the second action, you can see the picture. Number 4, when the phone rang is the first action. And the second action, you can see the picture. Okay, now let's try to make past simple tense and past continuous tense together in one sentence. Number 1, when the phone rang, Ella was doing action in progress. Okay, what was she doing? When the phone rang, Ella was reading a book. Okay, so we combine, yeah, past simple and past continuous tense. When the phone rang, past simple, Ella was reading a book, past continuous tense. Okay, so the action which was doing in progress in the past use past continuous. So Ella was in progress doing something. She was reading. So the sentence, when the phone rang, Ella was reading a book. Number 2, okay, it's the same, yeah, the first action, all the same. When the phone rang, what is the second action? Look at the picture. Jack was doing his work. So in the past, Jack was not completed yet his work. He was still in progress to do his work. So it uses past continuous. When the phone rang, Jack was doing his work. Okay. Look at number 3. The first action. When the phone rang, Holly was washing the dishes. So Holly was still in progress to wash the dish. And suddenly the phone rang. Yeah. So when the phone rang, Holly was washing the dishes. Number 4, it's about Charlie. When the phone rang, okay, what's he doing? He was still in progress to do what? When the phone rang, Charlie was sweeping the floor. Okay. So far, how is it? You can catch the lesson well? I hope so. Yeah. So the conclusion, if we want to use past simple tense and past continuous tense together, there will be two actions in one sentence. Yeah, two actions. And the actions that was not finished yet, or the action that was not completed yet, use past continuous. Okay, like when you, okay, there are two actions here. But try to make past simple tense and past continuous tense together. For example, you were in process to make handicraft. Okay, you were making handicraft, and suddenly there was a person knocked the door. Okay, there are two actions, yeah. The person knocked the door, and then you made handicraft. Okay, which is the action still in progress or is not completed yet? The second action, yeah, which is make handicraft. So the sentence supposed to be, when there was a person knocked the door, I was making handicraft. Okay, it's like that. Okay, so I think it's enough for discussing about past simple and past continuous tense. We will do some practice later in the next meeting. Thank you for listening the material very well, and let's end our session with doa kafaratul majelis. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu alla ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.